Alright guys, welcome back to a new game. And this is a new character that we're playing. Dror Aksan, a Tigran Warlord. This is a 1v1 duel, so just the classic 1v1 on a small map. Let's take a look at the diplomacy screen. Again, we're playing Tigran Warlord. These are our specializations. These are kind of... I also like to run these with almost any warlord I'm playing. This is the expander specialization, so if you're unfamiliar, it does boost your population growth if you have a farm or spring of life in your domain. You also have this fertility rights upgrade, which boosts across your entire empire population growth. Then you also have some buffs to the settlers and builders and then outposts as well. You can also migrate more quickly. I'm also running... Let me come back to the middle one. We'll look at this, Shadowborn Adept. I classically run this, right? I think it's good with the Warlord. We get a bit of a cost reduction on the pikes and infantry. Warlord has all kinds of military specialists. So, pikes, we have a tier, it might even be tier 3, right? The tier 3 phalanx, and then tier 2 berserkers. So we have, it's helpful to reduce their cost, right? We also have Embrace Darkness, so this is a city enchantment. You can cast this on your cities. And then any units that you produce get lifesteal. That's great, right? We have a big melee lineup as the Warlord. And then also this, I love this, Seed of Distrust. Once we have our scouts out across the map, we can deter our opponent from befriending any of the independent cities on the map. So we're trying to cancel quests and basically turn the independent cities against our opponent. Very powerful. And you may have also noticed I'm starting in the underground. That was a deliberate choice by me. I think typically when you play Tigrans by default, the game likes to start you on surface, but I deliberately chose to start in underground. It's not the worst thing, right? My idea is trying to be a bit safer. We're tucking ourselves away in the underground, and it's not like the Tigrans have an issue with it. They have no morale penalty down here, and they also have night vision. The only differentiating factor between dwarves and goblins is that we have no cave crawling, so we're not as fast. But we do have barons running, so these are barons. We move 3 per hex on barons, so it's kind of a trade-off, right? Our hero offer this game. Pharaon the Quick, so that's an elf rogue. What's your special talent? Not sure if it's backstab, or maybe he doesn't really sprint. Maybe it's sprint. He starts with it. The rogue always has the ability to take sprint, but I think he comes with it at level 1. Okay, the only issue here with Pharaon is the elves dislike subterranean. That's where we are. We're in the underground. Not sure if we really want him. Our starting lineup, there's our leader, Dror, and then we have a support, so that's a Tigran Mystic. We have the magic bolts, and this also can transform into a dire panther and heal up. Kind of cool. Double pikes, so that's the Sun Guard, tier 2 Sun Guard, Shredder and Cheetah. The Cheetah likes to pounce in and enter guard mode. And then we also have a chariot, a saber-toothed chariot here. It is a bit different from other cavalry in that it likes to run up and throw the spear rather than just... It doesn't always charge in directly. It runs up and then throws a spear first. Kind of interesting. Now we are in the top, the northwestern corner of the map, and it is kind of a mirrored matchup in this game. So I'm expecting our opponent to be on this side, and he could be on surface, of course. We're not sure. Around our city, we're all blocked off here. Look, we've got some wall, lava river. There's a gold stash, mana stash. This is a great farm with the double fell horse defenders. Mana stash. Here's our corner. We're all blocked off here, of course. There's a gold mine up here. Cartographer's tent. So you take that and it reveals a nearby city on the map. And then we have, this looks like our exit, right? This is where we can leave the area. That looks blocked off. So it's right here. is our passageway out. What about our spells? Raise Militia, so we started with that. This is kind of, you can think of it as the Warlord's summon, right? It's not quite a summon. You're losing population to deploy an Irregular. So in our case, it would be the Cheetah. Probably going to start with that. Like, why the heck not? Let's start increasing our numbers here. And now that's a bit unfortunate too. This is my first time playing a Tigran Warlord, right? I'm trying this out, and our production is just shy of... We need 30 to get the scout out in one turn. That hurts, man. That hurts. Where do we want to start here? Maybe at the farm, right? You'd clear the farm, and you get the reward here is an animal. So we're getting another unit. We're increasing our forces before we hit here. Maybe, and then leave the area. I think so. I think so. Now the scout, you know, again, that sucks. Maybe we just go straight for the Builder's Hall. Maybe we even rush the Builder's Hall. But we will be getting some gold from here, and then we can also pick this up, right? The idea being rush the Builder's Hall and then get a settler in production as soon as possible so we can found a new city as we leave the area here. The Rogue. I'm not too concerned about, you know, these guys do charge the Fell Horse, but we do have our pikes. It is going to suck if, like, man, you know, what if we lose one of our weaker, like, squishier units here? Is that possible? But I don't like the idea of this rogue. Yeah, I think I'm going to require a different hero. Let's do that, and then let's go ahead and position here to take this. So, how do we want to? Do I want to grab this while we have time right now? Maybe, like, these are also barons, so we're speeding up here. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 16, and then 12. But then we do need to rush up here. Maybe we just pick this up later, right? But we're not really hurting for mana, especially as a warlord. So go ahead and pick that up, and then we'll bring these guys out. Go ahead and put our leader here with the squishier units. We're going to put them in the back here. Drop the chariot here as well. Or should I be taking a different approach? You know, I've played games recently, actually, and today, in fact, and I ended up losing, like, a ranged unit at the farm. It was a different lineup, though. It wasn't this. It was like, you know, they had some range dealers. And we got focused down. You think the same thing happens again? I almost wonder if I should just put both pikes here as like a front line. You would think this chariot would kind of front line, although it's going to want to throw the spear maybe. Put the chariot over here. If anything, let's just try it. Let's cross our fingers here and hopefully... and what about our combat spells? No, I think it is overkill. But it is nice, always nice to take a look. Hopefully, I'm really hoping we don't lose this guy, for instance, or even her. But at least she can transform. Okay, beautiful. Now it looks like they did focus him. There's that, the spear that we talked about. Wow, so, okay, so then it charges the shredder. I guess. It's very hard, yeah. But there we go. Not bad. And we will take the monkey just to, bolster our forces here. Okay. So now let's move up here, right? We're going to be looking to take the mine next. Is there any world where we pick this up? Probably not. We'll probably just get it later. Yeah. Sometimes I do tend to regret that, though, because it's like, it is just a backtracking when I would rather not be doing that. But it is kind of tucked back here, so... I'm thinking, the fact that we only have one passageway out of here anyways, I'm almost thinking leave the cartographer tent up. You can do this, right? It is a bit of a tip or a trick. You don't have to take this. So, we can use it later on for some additional information later, like even way later. I'm thinking we'll do that. And then just bring these guys up. Can we see here? Okay, a couple darters with the irregular or untouchable. Do I really do this? I think so. Just rush it. If we want, we can even do this, but I'm not sure. We'll see when the time comes. Now, our research, our last thing here, guys. What do we want? This reduces the cost of our troops. We can start producing berserkers with this. Let me start, I'm just going to start dropping research into the Rugged Pioneers, I think, and we can always change it, right? We can always switch later, and then especially if we stumble upon our Scrolls of Knowledge, right? That's a huge, huge knowledge reward, or influx. We can always switch this around, but let's just start here, I think. And that's everything. Alright, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.